So welcome guys, welcome to Community Monday Meetup, Southern Asia region. So as you might know, like every Monday we have these Monday meetups. So initially it used to be that we only had the Monday meetups for like the global Monday meetup that Jesse hosts in the evening. But from the past like 1 or 2 months, we've been having these regional Monday meetups, where the goal is actually to make the content more relevant to the regional public. Like for instance, if you have any questions that is more relevant to our region, you can come over here and we can discuss about that. Or if you'd like anything in particular to be explained in at least the languages that I understand, like and I can speak of course Hindi and like a bit of other languages like I can understand Bengali, etc. So people from Bangladesh, if they want to like say something, I can understand and say. So that is basically the goal. And apart from that, like I'm personally available to answer anything. I'm a co-pilot. I'm a data scientist, and I've been a member at Topcoder for like 5 or 6 years. So like anything you'd like to know, you can just ask me like towards the end of the presentation. Okay. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So happy Monday. So today being March 14th, a Monday, we are having this meetup. So I'll kick things off with the news about Discord. So in case the people who are over here with us right now, or people who are watching this on YouTube, if you haven't like registered yet for Topcoder Discord, definitely do so. I'll leave this on the screen for a while, so you can take out your smartphone and maybe sign up through this. So the whole thing is that initially we were on Slack, but eventually we decided to move on to a Discord, because primarily Discord is like a lot more fun and we can have a lot more engaging community over there. So that is the whole goal. So if you haven't done so yet, please do so. Yeah, and like many of you might have seen on Discord, we actually have a new, what do you call this, a mascot. Okay, so this is, we actually had a competition and these happen to be the winners of the competition. So I think, I'm not sure if what the name is. I think the name is Cody. So you'll be seeing this more often on Discord and everywhere on Topcoder going ahead. Okay, so like as you might know, in the US we actually have daylight savings, like many places in Europe as well. So yesterday the time actually changed. So there might be a bit of confusion, and we actually saw a bit of that confusion in the Monday meetup timings that you saw on Discord. So yeah, so we need to be like aware about this. So in case you were planning to submit, do make sure that you're keeping track of the correct timings, because there was a 1 hour reversion to because of the like the daylight saving thing. So definitely do consider this in case you are competing and you need to like submit in a couple of days. Okay, so yeah. So in case anybody is interested in competitive programming, so the thing is, at Topcoder, in terms of competitions, we generally have two kinds of format. So the one is challenges, as in which concerns the consulting business of Topcoder. So what Topcoder does is like it works with clients and they bring in like actual work, actual real world work, which is done through our community through challenges. And the other thing that currently Topcoder has started is the gigs thing. So I'll talk about that as well. But apart from that, the OG Topcoder thing used to be this competitive programming when it started, I think in early 2000s. So if you are interested in that, you need to come over here. So the link is topcoder.com/community/arena. Okay. So over here, you have a marathon match 134 coming up. So this is not a machine learning marathon match. It is like a basic algorithm marathon match. Okay. You will be tested for your your coding skills, your efficiency skills, as in your the time complexity of your algorithms, etc. Apart from that, we have an SRM 826 coming up, and then a rookie SRM. Okay. So in case you are into this track, definitely go through this. And yeah, so in case you need the link for the Discord again, this is discord.com/invite/topcoder. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so there's a new thing coming up at Topcoder where like existing members will actually get an opportunity to get a, what do you call that, a health insurance that is applicable globally. Okay, so this is basically targeted to digital nomads, as in people who actually work from anywhere. So in case you travel outside India, your Indian health insurance might not work, or you might need to actually like buy a health insurance or like a travel insurance when you go somewhere. So in case you'd like to avoid that, Topcoder is teaming up with what do you call this company, Safety Wing, and they are going to offer health insurance, like global health insurance at a discounted rate to our members. So we will be having a oh, okay, so it's tomorrow actually. So we are going to we're going to have this meetup tomorrow. It's at 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And so here's the link. So where the heck is that? Just let me just look. Okay, in case you can see the link over here, or if you can't, you would just come to Discord and I'll share the link. Okay. Okay, and if you have any particular questions that you would like to be answered, if you like it to be answered during the call, definitely consider coming to the Topcoder forums, and you can ask your questions. You just need to come at a news, Topcoder news and updates, and find this one over there. Okay. Okay. So moving on to the next one, it is the Humble Fool Cup 2022. So it is in honor of Harsha. So he actually used to be like a pretty good competitor from India, but unfortunately he met with an accident in 2014, and he used to be like a very high quality contestant at Topcoder. So Topcoder has been having this event in his honor for the last several years. But from what I understand, this is actually open to only students from his college. Like his college was, I think, Triple IT. I'm not sure which branch, but the finals, I think it's open for everybody. So in case you are interested, but everybody can like actually watch the event, as in to learn maybe. So if you'd like to learn more, here is the link. It's topcoder.com/blog. The 6th annual Humble Cup is here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just a minute. So I'll share the link. Okay. Okay. So moving on to the next one. Yeah. So like I mentioned, apart from the challenges and the competitive programming contests that Topcoder hosts, we also have a thing called gigs at Topcoder. It is like relatively pretty new. So the whole thing is, instead of going through the community via challenges to get something done, Topcoder now offers like us opportunity to apply for like short-term, you can call it a job. Okay. So it offers you like short-term jobs, so that you can work in the short term for a company, and you can actually get paid pretty well. So yeah, so I'll actually show you a couple of them. Okay. So here is one. It is a Python developer role. It is open for any location. The compensation is actually pretty good. It's like 1250 to 1650. Like this is per month. Sorry, this is per week. Okay. So as you can see, the payments are actually pretty like extremely attractive, particularly for people from our region. And I'm exactly not sure like what is the basis on which this is decided. I think it is based on your profile, the exact compensation that it is offered to you. Yeah, but it will be in this range. And working hours is going to be GMT, as in the London, like the UK time. So I think it should be easy for people from our region. And it is going to be like a full-time role because it's like 40 hours per week. So yeah, so even like you have a description over here that you need to create a GitHub bot using Python. Okay. So in case you'd like to explore more, I'll share the link. Yeah, Pooja. So you can, yeah, please go ahead.
Hello. Hello. Yes. So,
Poojan. Yeah.
hi. Hi.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I have applied to like around 2 to 3 gigs,
Hmm.
but I have been rejected in the first page itself. So, can you help me out? What should I do to fulfill the requirements? Like, I have submitted my resume, and my the top coder profile was also in sync with the required skills. So, can you help me out?
Okay, so what I would recommend is for you to go to, just a minute. If I'm not wrong, it is gigwork at topcoder.com. So actually, there's actually a full-fledged team that actually looks into gigs, and they're there to actually help you out. Okay, I'll offer some of my like suggestions as well, but generally speaking, they are the ones who are actually gonna like help you out regarding this. They might actually suggest you to make any changes in your resume, or they might tell you frankly like what sort of roles you can get with your profile, uh, things of that sort.
Okay.
Okay, but generally speaking, what's happening right now is like initially I saw that there wasn't a lot of competition for these gigs, but from what I understand right now, the main reason people don't get a gig is not because their profile is weak, but because the people who actually apply for it are like pretty large in number. So
Okay.
what happens is there might be people who are actually more like more suited to you or
Experience.
than
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
yeah, for the role. So that is like, I think it could be like the number one reason why people don't get a gig, because as you can see, like because of the payments and all that, it's not going to be like trivial to get this one right, because there will
Yeah.
be a lot of competition for this. So yeah, but you're talking about that your application is getting rejected like in the initial stages as well, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so in that case, there could be something specific to your profile. So I think the
Yeah.
best people could be to
Okay.
talk to. But what you can do is, in case you don't get a response over there, like you can just contact me on Discord.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we also have a like a section, the gig work section over there. So if
Yes.
you, yeah,
Yeah.
so you can tag me over
Okay.
there as well. Okay,
Thanks.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next one, it's so yeah, so this was the Python developer one. So the next one is this WordPress developer HTML/JavaScript. Okay, so this is also any location. The compensation is the same. Everything seems to be the same. As in, it is CET working hours. CET is Central European Time. So basically, you'll be if you can work during the European hours, which is not very difficult. Um, I mean, okay, so it says preferably US, but willing to work with CET overlap. So I think if you are like a kind of a person who actually likes to work at night, maybe this could be suitable for you. So if you are interested, definitely consider checking this out. And actually, I found this interesting because after a long time, I'm seeing actually a WordPress developer role. So pretty interesting to see. And then we have an Android developer role. Uh, this is like an India only gig, and the compensation is 800 to 900. Uh, it's going to be like a half year, like 26 weeks, and it's like a full-time thing. And the working hours are like IST. So I guess they'll start at around 10 a.m. IST and like 9 to 5 or something like that. And if you are into this, definitely consider applying. Like it's your mm, like your regular Android, Kotlin, Java, like your Android stack. So if you're interested, definitely consider applying. And yeah, if you'd like to like explore on your own, you can just come to topcoder.com/gigs, and then you can filter, or you can filter by location. You can like search over here. Um, I mean, there's a lot of things to do over here. So just play around. Okay, now moving on to the uh, okay, so this is these are the like the upcoming events. So on March 14th, like okay, so today we're gonna start the African Community Monday Meetup. It is going to be hosted by the community manager that is looking in that area. Exactly, actually, I'm not sure what his name is. But if you are from that region, or if you are interested in seeing how things go, definitely consider applying for that. I mean, checking out the meetup. Then we also have a Caribbean and a South Central America meetup that's going to happen today. And then, like I talked about right now, there's going to be a meetup about the health insurance thing on like tomorrow. Then on 16th we have a marathon match. On 17th we have the Humble Full Cup that I talked about. Then we have the SRM, then the rookie SRM, then again an SRM, and then finally on April 7th we have the Humble Full Cup. I guess it should be the final side, I think, for the okay. So I'm done with the presentation now. So like we are open to like any sort of discussion. So if you have any questions about anything about Topcoder, or if you'd like to talk about like a general chit chat about anything, I'm open to that. And you can talk in Hindi or English. And I can also like understand Bengali. So if you are from like Bangladesh, or if you'd like to talk in Bengali, I can. Yeah. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Any questions, folks?
Like this is my first time attending the Monday meetup.
Yeah.
And so like I have been like I have my college in this time around. So from I think till 6:30 my college goes on, but due to some reason I took a holiday today, so I was able to attend the meetings. But
Okay.
so and I noticed that you also share the recordings of the meetings every time.
Yeah.
So if there is anything important, or if there is anything like if there's anything uh, important that we can note, and if you can type it as a summary or like few points, something like that, in the description. So I think that will help me to decide if I should see the recording or not.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Look. Generally, what I'll suggest that at least for the recording, because you can like play the recording at like a very fast speed, right, on your YouTube, like 1.5x or something. So I would suggest like at least watch the recordings because you might not know like what happens is like Mr. Deepak over here, he actually has a lot of questions every week. So because of that, I actually introspect and answer a lot of things. So you might find a lot of things interesting. Like at times I give him advice like on the emotional aspects of how to manage like not winning a contest and all that. So in general, what I would suggest you to at least watch it on YouTube. And in case you can manage to be on the call, like regarding the timing thing, I'm actually like in talks with the team to like potentially like move it. But in case you can manage it, you can like come to the call and you can ask personally about anything. Okay. Yeah. So that is the like the added advantage, like because the initial presentation actually only lasts for like 15 minutes or so. After that, it is open for questions. So if you have any questions, or like if you have competed in any challenge, I think, are you like mathematician, PJ?
Yes,
Or
yes.
okay,
I
yeah,
am.
yeah. So you have actually like competed in some of my challenges as well. So if you'd like to like know anything in particular about those challenges, without going into like a ton of detail, so that like so that people who haven't competed don't find it too irrelevant, I mean the whole call, you can actually come and ask like anything. Yeah. So you won't actually get this opportunity with other folks. So in case of me, you'll get that. So yeah. So you can come and interact about that. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, good work like in both the challenges.
Thank you. It was fun. It was very
fun. Okay. So any questions, Deepak?
Yeah, I have a question regarding RDM and all, because previous RDM I was compete, but I have a lot of problems because I don't know how it work and all. There are a lot of questions regarding RDM. So if you can solve, then definitely I will ask.
Okay, so actually, I'll be totally honest with you. Actually, I I might actually know, like I'm not actually a lot aware about that. Actually, RDMs. So for that, we'll have to talk to
Pena.
him. Yeah. Or what I can do is you can ask me the question and I'll try my best to actually answer it. I'll talk to him about it and I'll like respond to you. Okay.
Actually, I make project. I make project for medium challenges. Okay, and I submit it, and I got first a minus point. Okay, why I got
Minus.
-1, I don't know. Again, I submit the project and got some points, but I really don't understand. Actually, I am able to fulfill my requirement or not. I don't know because there are not any logs come out from that. So actually,
Okay,
if
so
some logs, some error logs, some requirement logs come, then I will try
okay,
my
so
level. Yeah.
okay, so basically you're getting a minus score and you aren't getting any logs, right? Okay,
No,
so
first time I got a minus, but after that I will got some points. Okay,
okay.
but exactly I try to fulfill all the requirements. Okay, but I did not get a full marks like got full marks, but I don't get full marks because that is the actually there written something like how much your test cases passes. This will decide your result. Okay,
Okay.
but I did not know which test cases passed, which failed. If I got a logs, then I definitely try to resolve the problem. But
Okay.
I did not get any logs. That's why I feel issues and I
Okay.
face the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the point. So okay, so I'll communicate this to Pena because, like I said, I'm actually not aware how things work in RDM. So my general understanding is that it is very similar to the competitions that happen at TCO.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I'm actually not aware of the intricacies. So I'll actually talk to him about this. I'll actually, what you can do. Okay. So I'll do it. Okay. In case I forget it, you do it. But if I remember it, I'll do it. But I'll ask him in the Discord. And in case you have any follow-up questions, you can like ask over there. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, this IDM is related to any language, but I prefer myself a Python and Flask because this challenges is very similar to API. And because of your challenges, word level challenges, I that much aware about what is Flask and how it's work. That's why I able to do the challenges and completed within time period. Actually, completed in 3 to 4 hours, but some hours like 1 hours 1 to half an hours take more time to understand how to submit and actually when I submit first I got a minus because I don't know how to submit uh, that's why I take more time and
Okay, what we
but
can
I
do, is if I have time today, okay. So what I'll do is I'll try to join his call. What do you call it? Pena's call today. Okay. So if you have any questions, just ask him. If you're not able to understand what he's saying, I'll translate it for you. I can do that, or we can do something like if not today, maybe sometime we can just host like a random call on Discord, because actually on Discord we can have like a video call as well. Okay. Yeah, so we can do that. We can set up a call, and like if you have, like you told me that you are having some communication issues with him. Yeah, so if that is the issue, I'll be on the call and I'll help you understand what he's saying. Or if not, maybe I'll tell him to like explain it like in written to you. Maybe that would be easy.
yeah.
Okay. But
Okay,
yeah,
but I will try today to join Pena's call.
yeah, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to join or not. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I will try to tell him if he understand, then okay. Not understand, then you will.
Yeah. So what I'll do is at least I'll watch his video and I'll translate it for you, like the other day.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Actually, I understand, but actually, this is
Yeah.
the issue. Actually, asking is actually I'm not that much frank in English. That's
Yeah.
why.
I mean, don't overthink this, because you can just ask,
Yeah.
because nobody is perfect over here, like including
Yeah.
myself. So yeah.
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 Okay. And there are any other challenge like Python challenge are coming or not?
Python challenges, at least in my work, I don't have anything right now, but there's an ideation challenge coming up potentially. It is going to be for the TCO ideation. So the whole thing is, okay, I should have actually talked about that. So the thing is, like Topcoder is actually looking to like build Topcoder from scratch. Like the Topcoder has been the same for the past 10 years, and there are a lot of things in it which are like actually pretty good. But Topcoder is thinking about like how do we go ahead from here? Okay, so like there are a lot of things that have come up like in the past few years, like esports. Like you must have seen like there are like large competitions that are related to sports. I mean, like video games. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and actually there are a lot of arenas as well in the US. Like in the US, when you go over there, there are a lot of arenas that are like built like exclusively for that. Okay, so we are actually looking to explore like can we do something on those lines, or can we take any inspiration for that, or like we can be actually looking to like build everything from scratch. Okay, so I remember that you shared some ideas about the wildcat entries and all that. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so what you can do is, if the ideation challenge happens, you can like suggest like a detailed documentation about all aspects of what you want TCO to look like. So apart from like getting your voice heard, you'll actually also have a like opportunity to win a prize if your idea is good. Okay, so so you can keep an eye for that. So it is an ideation challenge, and the submission format will be like a basic document. Okay, you need to
Like
just,
PPT.
yeah, you can like submit a presentation, or it can be like just a random, what do you call that,
Docs.
PDF.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, PDF, or but you need to at least have at least some illustration, as in if you need to show like what sort of a hierarchy it will
Yeah.
be. So you need to if you want, like you can draw it with your hand, or like use some basic tools for that. And even if you don't do that, if you write things clearly, we might consider it. Okay, so
Okay,
so
okay.
that is at least what I am working on right now, but I'm not sure it will be launched or not. So let us see. So yeah, so start thinking about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Actually, I wrote for TCO Penny challenges, I think.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Is it
I
a,
wrote some.
it's a survey, right? Or is it a challenge? It's a
No,
survey.
no, it's a survey actually. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a survey. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
I wrote
yeah,
something.
yeah. So we are looking to do it like in a proper manner, because surveys and like simple prompts don't actually get the best results. So we are
Hmm,
actually like looking to offer prizes, like very
okay.
like pretty good prizes, so that people actually put in the effort and like they come up with a proper document, uh,
Yeah,
like and get a chance to win some prizes. Okay.
yeah. And I have no any question for today.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Slowly, all your doubts are being cleared. So eventually, I think you'll be able to answer on my behalf.
Yeah, actually, I try to every time when I got some points, I got some issue, then I search threads for it. If some threads
Hmm,
or some articles, then I
hmm,
definitely got from it. And
hmm,
if some question I don't make solved, like,
hmm,
then I will talk to you. Or actually, I nowadays I am sharing something in Discord also. And
hmm, hmm.
Akshay Toshniwal, I think.
Yeah,
Uh, that the person wrote some answer for fintech industry, and how
yeah,
fintech and how
yeah, yeah,
it will work. And really that was a really
yeah.
good content. And this is helped me a lot. And this is make me actually how fintech industry work, and why we need fintech
Hmm.
actually. uh, and
Definitely.
yeah, and I'm preparing for a fintech, because
Hmm.
I don't have any idea about that. That's why I'm not
Yeah,
joined a skill builder contest.
you look, I'll
Yeah.
tell you in brief. Fintech, look, like I'll tell you honestly, like it is a buzzword. Okay, like
Okay.
you must have heard the word like big data. So what is big data? I'm a machine learning guy, I don't know what big data is. Okay, so it's a buzzword basically. So fintech is basically your UPI app. Okay, so you use Google Pay or your phone pay app, right? So that is a
Yeah.
fintech. I mean, just it is like it is pretty simple. You look to actually implement technology like in the context of finance. Like if you want to get a loan, okay, so they will think of an idea like how can we give them a loan using a mobile app? How should we like know what their credit score can be? So like it is a like a buzzword, but the whole deal is that how do we apply technology on finance? There is no clear cut definition. Like for example, if you build some app tomorrow, you don't need to actually fulfill some requirement to be for it to be called a fintech app. Okay, so it's a very open-ended kind of a thing. So So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So that is what I would say.
Yeah, actually, only related to finance only. No need to.
Money and finance, basically.
Yeah, money and finance.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to learn about these types of thing, and then I definitely compete in a skill builder challenge. And I think PJ mathematician is also part of that challenge.
Okay. Okay, he must be.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, what is the reason behind your name, PJ? Are you like graduating in mathematics or something, or are you interested in?
Yeah, like I am very much interested in the mathematics
Okay.
side and field. Yeah, so like that's why.
Okay, so like currently, what are you doing? Like, are you in
I am
post
in
graduation?
graduation
Okay.
in NSUT Delhi in computer science and engineering.
Okay. And your favorite subject is mathematics, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it means you are my junior, I think.
Yes, I am. I am in my first year.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Topcoder, actually, nobody is senior junior because you actually get defeated like from 10 years, like obviously, right? Because you might have actually won against like people who are like 10 or 20, like 15, 20 years like elder to you. So so that is the good thing about Topcoder, at least challenges. That in challenges, like in gigs, of course, there is a lot of scrutiny, but at least in challenges, all you need to care about is your solution should work and it should be professional as well. Because look, what happens is we actually don't take your submission and then we actually work on that. We actually try to see if it is suitable enough to give it to a client or not. Okay. If actually, like for instance, let's say your submission actually is pretty good, but the overall quality is not up to the mark. So what we'll have to do is maybe we'll have to actually host a small competition to actually improve its quality. Or maybe if I'm a co-pilot, if I know how to work on that, maybe I'll work on that. So generally speaking, if your submission's quality is pretty good, that goes a long way towards like making your submission overall improving the quality. And I would suggest, like I suggested to Deepak, that please research on like the best practices of any language. Like for instance, like how to organize. That is something I would like recommend to you as well, PJ. That like what is his name? Chinmay, I think the person who actually won the contest. So his thing is apart from that, like he's like the spectrum of his skills is like pretty impressive, because I've seen in the past that he actually knows everything about deep learning, as well as he's like a pretty good full stack developer as well. So maintaining skills in both areas is pretty impressive. But apart from that, I've seen that overall quality of his submission is good in terms of like even like how to arrange files, how to write the documentation, like what sort of folders to create. So I would recommend you guys to like pay attention to that as well. And what you need to do is just look up on the web, like Python API file structure best practices. Okay, just search for that and try to like mimic it. It won't take like more than 5 or 10 minutes. So
actually, when you said about it, the best practices of any language, then I try to figure out what it works really, because I see a lot of submissions like PJ mathematicians also and Chinmay, and I think top 5 submissions, top 3 submissions I saw, and I see my submissions, it's working, but it's not pretty well, and it's not well structured. Then you already tell me in a previous meetup, just go for best practices, Python API's best practices, and then I got something and I implemented in this round, actually RDM, in IDM, because that RDM is totally related to Flask API. Okay, and I just got some points and I will cover it in it. But definitely in future, I will really, when I participate in any challenges, then definitely go for a best practices. How I manage the code well.
Look, it is also like, I'll tell you frankly, it is also a very good way to earn easy points, because I remember that when I used to submit, what I used to do is let's say I'm working on like a machine learning model. Okay, so what I will do is I will work like 99% or 95% of the time working on the model, and then 5% of the time I will obsess like how to make it look good. Okay, so what happens, like let's say there are like 20 submissions. Okay, so let's say like 5 submissions are like pretty close, and like I'm a reviewer and I'm deciding like which one is subjectively better. Okay, let's say, and which is very likely to happen in case there are a lot of submissions. So in that case, I would prefer a more professional looking submission in that case. And so as you can imagine, it is like very easy to win those points. Like you don't have to like work like 13 hours to improve your model score. You just need to be ensure that your code and everything is like looking professional. So I would recommend like simple things like I prefer to use Markdown, like .md format instead of PDFs or instead of doc files or instead of text files. Like study how to like create a folder to where to place the documentation. It shouldn't be like thrown in the root folder. If you have any test files, maybe place it somewhere. Okay. Like when I see the root folder, it shouldn't be like, okay, like there are 30 files over there and I need to find something. So it should be like what do you call that? Well arranged. It is very easy to earn points through that. So I would suggest that.
Sure, in future definitely I will do something for it. And yeah, but at that challenge, like word level challenge, totally not for I was not a competitor of that challenge. I was a learner of that challenge. Because of that, I got a lot of things like NLP and how to use Flask and structured things like this.
Definitely, definitely. Even if you don't win, like when you compete in a Topcoder challenge, you actually get to like learn a lot. Like,
actually.
Because like look what happens. Like in case like you were invested in the competition, right? And then you saw Chinmay's or like PJ mathematicians like submission. So you can actually go through it that okay, so he did these things to win a prize. So that is you won't be able to do that unless you have competed in that challenge, because like if I give you a random submission for a random challenge, you won't be able to like understand what has happened in the challenge. So it's a pretty good thing that you're like using your time to compete in challenges and learn through it. So it's a pretty good thing in my opinion, even if you don't win.
Yeah, definitely. And sure, I will give something in a skill builder challenge definitely, because I'm trying to figure out something.
Okay, by the way guys, if you like my challenges, definitely like by rating कर दिया करो थोड़ा, मतलब वो co-pilot का rating जो होता है उसमें.
Where?
Okay, I think in documents, I think it's a co-pilot feedback form or something. When you register for a challenge, when you go to code documents, it must be there right now as well. Okay. So if you like anything about my co-piloting or anything, you can just share some feedback, because it is used internally to see like how a co-pilot is doing. Okay. So you can like consider sharing a feedback. Okay.
Yeah, actually, your I think compliments is totally clear, because I was a participant of word level challenge and API challenge as well as, and I got the clear rejection ki how I my submission is rejected, and how I got only 30 points or 50 points only. Your the description or the comment is total clear, and I think and also I think in learning point of view, this is the also a good point. When I in first challenge you gave me a logs file also. I saw again I saw, and I got a log points also. If your submission just try and make some changes in your code, and if your submissions and just search for this logs, and if your submissions working well, then definitely appeal for that. That is also a good part, I think.
You look, like I'll tell you from my experience. So what used to happen with me, like previously, I'm not sure how things happen right now because I don't compete much. So what used to happen, like if there's a like a minor mistake, your submission used to get like entirely rejected. Okay, initially. So when I was a contestant, I used to like not like that. I used to think like if I've invested like 3 or 4 or 5 days, let's say there's one error, so you can actually fix that and maybe deduct some points in return. Okay, or give me a chance to like fix those and maybe get a chance. But but we need to ensure that we maintain the fairness as well. Like for example, if there is a contestant who actually has submitted a very like an excellent submission, in that case I might not give a chance to like everybody to like fix their code, which actually happened in in the last challenge, that the top two submissions actually didn't have anything that I could notice that is missing in it. Okay, so in that case, I knew that there is no point in actually giving a chance to anyone, because even if you like fix it, I'm dead sure that you won't be able to replace the first one. And I think there wasn't anything of that sort as well, that if you can fix a minor thing, you'll get a good score or something like that. But if there is that sort of a thing, at least I do that because I used to face that in my past. So that is the reason.
Yeah, it's a good decision actually. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Okay, by the way, we have a new member called Dave. So would you like to introduce yourself? Feel free, because we are like chilled out over here.
Hello.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, my name is Devashish, Dev for short.
Okay, nice to meet
I
you.
just yes. So yeah, new faces, and
Yeah.
actually, yeah, I just joined like recently.
Okay, so are you like a new Topcoder member, or
yeah, a new Topcoder member. Not so recent, actually, an year ago.
okay,
But
so
yeah, I just,
have you completed till now, or are you working on a gig or something?
not gig, but actually a challenge. So I have just won like one first to finish. Actually, I'm just getting familiar with the terminology
Platform.
for
Okay, yeah. So
yes,
what technologies do you work normally?
React JS at the
Okay,
moment.
okay, yeah. Yeah,
And
so in
getting
that case, you'll be getting a lot of work, because
yes,
a top
and
coder I
2
see,
minutes.
yeah, there are a lot of work related to like software development in general, as in web development. And in that, I see, compared to Angular, there's a lot more, there are a lot more React challenges. So good for you.
Yes. Yes. Recently there is at the moment so many React ones going on.
Yeah, generally there are a lot. So
yes, actually I'm trying to learn what the SRMs are, so I was just reading up on that. I think it's a huge thing in the top coders. That's I was just getting familiar with that.
Yeah, so SRM is basically like completely different from the challenges that you see. So like it is called single round match, and it is your original Topcoder challenge. Okay, so like when this the whole platform was founded, like 20, I think 15, 20 years ago. So there used to be only SRMs, I think, or something similar. So here you actually compete for the time efficiency and the memory efficiency of your software, of your logic. So it is like entirely different. Like you need to ensure that your time complexity of your algorithm is as efficient as possible, etc. So it's a totally different ball game, in my opinion.
So it's like questions, like you have to do a.
No, it's like you need to write like the optimal algorithm. Okay, like for example, if the task is to like there's a grid and you have to go to every point once or something like that, like something of a puzzle sort of a thing, then you need to write something that can work in the most efficient manner. Okay, so for that you need to have like a good background in data structures and time complexity, theory of computation, etc. So you need to have a background in that. But there are a ton of resources available on the internet. But be aware that it is entirely different compared to your challenges. Like there's basically very little intersection apart from that programming languages are used in it. Okay, because this one is like you build actual software for like real clients in first to finish, and in that it is only to win a competition on Topcoder. The code doesn't go anywhere, or it's not used anywhere. It could be, but generally it isn't used anywhere.
So sorry, it's just for like boosting up your rankings, or
yeah. You I think you can't earn any money unless you like qualify for TCU and go on to win over there. And you'll be basically a legend if you can do that, because over there you'll face like celebrity contestants like tourist from Russia and Belarus.
Yeah.
So yeah, but definitely worth it if you're interested in it, and if you're like young, and if you don't, because like, look, if you're like a grown-up person, like 25 plus or something like that, you actually need to make a living after that. Okay, so people in that category actually come and compete in the challenges more. But if you are like looking to like do it as a hobby, or like or just to challenge yourself, or you are interested in that area, definitely consider applying. And if you'd
So
like to learn more, the thing I would suggest, because I am not into SRM, so I won't be able to help a lot because I'm a data scientist and I used to be a full stack developer in the past, but not anymore. Not because, as you know, it's like impossible to keep track of JavaScript, right? Like even in like
yes,
1
yes.
year, it changes so much that, but in 2 years, it is like almost a different language now.
It
So
kind of evolves for the good. No, like it's always better.
yeah, of course, yeah.
It's not getting complex. It's just
Yeah.
providing more synthetic show.
Yeah. So what happens is people who actually work full time on it, like if you are interfacing with JavaScript on a like a regular basis, in that case, it is excellent. I mean, it keeps improving, right? But for people like myself, who is actually like primarily a data scientist, if I come back to JavaScript, let's say every 2 or 3 months, I notice that there is a new thing every time. So
Yes,
so
yes.
yeah, so for people like myself, it is a bit tough to like keep track, at least like to be a full-time developer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry to ask, are you from India also? Like residing?
Yeah, India, living in India.
Everyone here is India, from India.
Yeah, I think, but I'm not sure. Like Pujan could be like, so he's from Delhi, right?
Pujan, Pizza, everyone is from India.
Yeah. Yeah. So the whole goal of this thing is to invite people from like South Asia, and given that our country has like a very good membership, like numbers over here, definitely I like most probably we get people from India. Sometimes we get folks from Pakistan as well, Pakistan and like a couple of times from Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, but mostly they are from India.
So
By the way,
I think
is this call just sorry, go on.
yeah, you go on.
I was saying, is this call is like especially for Indian Topcoder members?
No, it's not for Indian. It is for like South Asia. South Asia as in India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Maldives, Sri Lanka. So good quiz question. So which countries belong to South Asia? So Afghanistan, Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Bhutan. Am I missing anything?
Nepal?
Yeah, there are 7
Nepal,
countries.
Nepal, yeah. Nepal.
I thought it is just a India only call. That's like I assume, because there were only after you just asked me, because I haven't like I have visited like almost dozen Topcoder meets, and I haven't even able to I haven't spoken. Basically, I haven't been called out.
Yeah.
So that's when I checked there are only few people, so it's normal.
So don't feel afraid. I mean, yeah. So particularly in this call, like things are very chill, because I am a chill person in general. So of course things will be chill. So by the way, like, are you from South India or like Northern
No,
India?
I'm from Madhya Pradesh.
Okay. So
Indore actually.
So you might understand Hindi, right?
जी.
तो होता क्या है ना कि, by the way, I'm not sure if Pujan is from. So what happens is, like usually what happens is, like if everybody is from like India, or if they're from like Pakistan, if they can understand Hindi, and so at times I actually do the presentation in Hindi. So I think last week I did the presentation in Hindi. And apart from that, if you have any questions like that you would like to discuss or talk in Hindi, I can do that. So for instance, like Deepak Kumar like loves to like उन्हें बहुत पसंद है हिंदी में क्वेश्चंस पूछना, तो और मैं आंसर्स भी दे पाता हूँ बढ़िया से उनको, तो अगर आप भी अगर कुछ पूछना चाहते हो हिंदी में, तो डेफिनेटली कंसीडर अप्लाइंग, सॉरी, आस्किंग द क्वेश्चन. आदत हो गया बोलने का.
So you mentioned you do the data science thing. So actually you don't work with JavaScript, but JavaScript is not ideal for data science anyway, right?
Yeah, Python.
You do Python, yes.
Yeah. JavaScript has, I think, TensorFlow JS. I've worked on that a bit, but it's been like 2 years now. So.
But you have tried both ends, like web development and data scientist.
Yeah.
Do you prefer which more?
Yeah, because I personally prefer more data science, because like I'm interested in AI more. But if you are like a newcomer, maybe it's okay to actually build like a good skill in what do you call that, web development. And then you see if you are like if you are comfortable in it, if you are liking the whole thing, stick with it, because I think there are more job opportunities or employment opportunities in web development, and it will keep growing, in my opinion. The same is true for data science as well, but I'm not sure. Actually, it could be equal as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, so both are good. If you're interested in thematics and like data side of things, you can consider both, maybe.
You mentioned machine learning, AI, or some one of those, right? But is that not a domain specific thing, right? It just has use cases in like every part of the thing.
Okay, so you're talking about like in terms of like a developer or like just a field? What do you?
Just the field, like it has use cases in, I think,
Yeah,
every domain, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's just not just a data specific thing.
Yeah,
Specific.
so it has a domain, but like if you're, for example, you can apply machine learning in your car, but you actually
Yes.
you need to actually do the thing right. If you're an entrepreneur or if you're like Tony Stark, then you can definitely do it. Okay, but in terms of actually getting like a actual work, okay, so like from what I've seen, like usually the work is like confined to the companies that exist in India, right? So so the thing is, AI definitely applies everywhere, but in terms of like getting an opportunity to work, you'll only get the work in existing companies, right? So those are like very specific from what I've seen. Usually it is in recommender systems or like basic analytics, those of things sort. I mean, in India at least. I'm not sure what happens.
Car is the max, like the primary use case I have seen. Apart from like a car is mentioned everywhere. Self-driving cars are like the prime.
Yeah, but in India, I'm not sure if in India there's a huge effort in like self-driving car or not. I'm not entirely sure, because in US definitely like there are a lot of companies, particularly Tesla. They're working very hard on computer vision and everything. So yeah, so
there are some efforts by some individuals, but not on.
Yeah. So personal project, you can like start anything. Like if you are young, I would actually encourage you to start, because what I've seen is there is actually a lot of room to like innovate in this area in machine learning. So I would actually like suggest to you to show some like leadership, because I've seen there is a lot of potential to apply, particularly in India. There are a lot of things where machine learning can be applied, particularly let's say in health, or maybe in some parts of governance as well. Like there are so many, what do you call that, data generated during politics, I mean the voting and all that. So I think there could be a lot of analytics in that. So if somebody has time, they can do those sorts of things. But so there's no limitation in terms of ideas, but in terms of like real opportunities, as in things that pay you, like those things are pretty like similar from what I've seen, at least in India till now.
You mentioned SRM is like just programming only thing.
Yeah.
So I've just only used like apart from Topcoder, I have just tinkered around lead code, and the other one is like the coding game, right? Are you familiar with the coding game platform?
Yeah. So actually I'm not, I haven't like participated in those, but I am aware of those. So those are like similar to what you see in SRM. So those are like proper it is called competitive programming. If you search on Wikipedia or like on Google, so it is entirely different from software development. So the whole thing is that like once you submit, how much memory your logic takes, okay, or how much time your logic takes to execute. So the primary review or the automated review will happen on those lines, okay. But in, as you might have seen on the first to finish side of things, that the review is very subjective, that we actually go through your submission, see how good it is, how professional it is. So so it is different. But if you have any specific questions about like competitive programming, so you can actually come on Discord. Are you on Discord, by the way?
Yeah, I'm on Discord, but not actually, on this particular channel.
Okay,
I'll find the link.
Okay, yeah. So this one is the what do you call that, QR code?
Screenshot.
Yeah. So
thanks, got it.
Yeah, so you can join over there, and there is a dedicated competitive programming area. So once you come over there and you can ask a question, there are like experts in that area who can answer you. Okay. Or if you have any specific question, just let me know. I'll ask him, or you can just ask over there, whatever you like. Okay. Okay, folks. So I think if you guys, yeah, by the way, like, does anybody have any other questions?
I'm done.
Okay. Okay. So in case we don't have any questions,
1 hour completed.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So does Dave have any questions, by the way?
No. Do you
Okay.
have like a target of completing a certain minutes before closing the call?
There's no, look, actually the scheduled call is only for half an hour. Okay. But personally, I don't have any limits. I can actually talk, but realistically, because I actually have to keep the video and upload and all that, so I prefer not to make it like very large. So yeah. But if you have any questions, like, there's no restriction.
No.
You can ask. Yeah.
That was just because Deepak mentioned 1 hour, so that's why my
no
mind.
problem. Yeah. Yeah. Okay then, guys. So we'll meet next week on this Monday meetup. Do try to join, and if you like, you can ask any question, or if you want any tips, like if you want like insider tips that like how I review submissions, or like how to make my submission better, things of that sort, you can ask me. Okay. Or by the way, like, apart from
this would be helpful.
Yeah. By the way, I have suggested a few things in this call as well. So definitely watch this video once it is uploaded on YouTube. Okay. Like earlier, before you join. Yeah. Okay then, guys. So if you have any questions, I'm available on Discord. You can just come over there and we can chat. Okay. So it was nice talking to you all. See you next week.
Thanks.